From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Drew Sample, 66 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 47.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
5-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Burrow sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he was acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks his last 3 years. He's been to 2 NFC Championship games and a Super Bowl. He wants to carry the Ravens back to the Super Bowl with him.
For the Ravens, as they come back out here on offense, this is a team that got back to their winning ways in Week 4. Remember, they had their 14-game regular season winning streak snapped that Monday night loss to the Chiefs Week 3. But 3-1 now following the 31-17 victory over Washington, their 8th straight road win. And Lamar Jackson, he struggled against the Chiefs, career-low 97 passing yards, but he was back to his true MVP form.
Certainly was. 2 touchdown passes, another one on the ground with one of his patented long runs. This one for 50 yards. He started to celebrate a little bit too early, but fortunately able to pull the bat ball back in, tuck it, and get into the end zone. But this team is still the second-best team in the AFC. They still believe they're the team to take on Kansas City. A bad one against them last week, but no loss of confidence. This team believes they're going to get another shot in the playoffs, and they can pay it off then. For the regular season, they're home against Cincinnati next week, then they go to Philadelphia.
42-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with them.
Down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And
they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. second and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate.
Burrow's pass.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again for the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
29-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Boyd.
Burrow.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
His pass caught at the 4.
Burrow.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Drew Sample, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 73 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the... The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down now, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, Joe.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull off, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39-yard line.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
44-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. Still going. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
He was brought down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 39-yard line.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Okay, Dobbins, the ball.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, his throw caught at about the 5.
That's good.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ingram again. He's going to be met at about the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I get what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
9 yards.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
2 yards on.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short.
At the 3-yard
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
That you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On third down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, Nixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Matt Judon there on the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On the keeper.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up, That's the end result.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone calling him Hollywood in college.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Willie Snead there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. Swell by one more.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler. He led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 7. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Ravens have got it. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. Bengals getting set to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
The 50-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. 20.
Patrick Queen.
I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
Take perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now left side on the swing pass. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Today's final score, Ravens.
A big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And offensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.